Self-discipline is the ability to control your actions, thoughts, and emotions in order to achieve long-term goals, even when it feels uncomfortable or difficult. It is the skill that allows a person to wake up early when they would rather sleep, to study when distractions are everywhere, and to keep going when results are slow. Motivation can inspire action for a short time, but self-discipline is what keeps progress alive when motivation disappears. Without it, even the best dreams remain ideas instead of achievements. One of the most powerful effects of self-discipline is how it shapes daily habits. Life is largely built on what we do repeatedly, not on what we plan to do someday. Self-discipline helps a person replace harmful habits with positive ones, such as choosing healthy routines, managing time wisely, and staying focused on important tasks. Over time, these small, disciplined actions compound into significant improvements. A person who practices discipline daily does not rely on luck or sudden opportunities. They create their own progress through consistency. Self-discipline also plays a major role in emotional control. Many problems in life come from acting on impulse, such as reacting in anger, giving up too easily, or making decisions based on temporary feelings. Discipline teaches patience and self-control, allowing a person to pause, think clearly, and respond wisely. This ability improves relationships, reduces regret, and builds inner strength. A disciplined mind is less easily shaken by stress, criticism, or failure. Another important aspect of self-discipline is responsibility. When a person is disciplined, they stop waiting for others to fix their problems or push them forward. They understand that improvement begins with personal effort. This mindset creates confidence because each disciplined action proves that change is possible. Even when circumstances are unfair or difficult, discipline allows a person to focus on what they can control rather than what they cannot. Self-discipline is not about being perfect or harsh on oneself. It is about commitment, balance, and long-term thinking. Everyone struggles at times, but disciplined people learn to return to their goals instead of quitting completely. They understand that progress is often slow and uncomfortable, but they continue anyway. Over time, self-discipline transforms potential into results and effort into achievement, making it one of the most powerful skills for improving every area of life. Powerful forces shaping a person's life, often in ways that are not immediately visible. Every day, people make countless choices, many of them small and seemingly unimportant. However, these small decisions slowly build habits, attitudes, and directions that define the future. Choosing how to spend time, how to react to challenges, and what priorities to follow can either move a person closer to their goals or pull them further away. Life rarely changes because of one single big decision. It changes because of repeated choices made over time. One important part of good decision making is the ability to think beyond the present moment. Many poor choices are made because they offer immediate comfort or pleasure, even if they cause long-term harm. Wise decision-making requires patience and the ability to delay satisfaction. For example, choosing to study instead of wasting time on distractions may feel difficult in the moment, but it leads to knowledge, confidence, and better opportunities later. When a person learns to consider long-term outcomes, their choices become more purposeful and meaningful. Good decision-making also involves understanding consequences. Every action has a result, whether positive or negative. People who make better decisions take responsibility for these outcomes instead of blaming others. This awareness encourages careful thinking and reduces careless behavior. Over time, it builds maturity and self-awareness. When mistakes happen, strong decision makers reflect on what went wrong and use that knowledge to make better choices in the future, rather than repeating the same errors. Another key element of decision making is emotional control. Strong emotions such as fear, anger, or excitement can cloud judgment and lead to impulsive actions. Learning to pause and think before reacting allows a person to separate emotions from logic. This skill is especially important in stressful situations where one poor decision can create lasting problems. By staying calm and focused, individuals can choose responses that protect their well-being and align with their values. Good decision making is also closely connected to personal values and goals. When a person is clear about what they want in life, it becomes easier to choose wisely. Decisions guided by values lead to consistency and inner peace, while decisions made without direction often lead to regret. Over time, making thoughtful choices builds confidence, because each good decision reinforces trust in one's own judgment. This confidence strengthens independence and helps a person navigate challenges with clarity and purpose, gradually shaping a better and more fulfilling life. Learning from failure is a crucial skill that plays a powerful role in personal growth and improvement. Failure is often seen as something negative, something to be avoided at all costs. But in reality, it is one of the greatest teachers in life. Every failure carries a lesson that success alone cannot provide. When a person experiences failure, they are given the opportunity to understand their weaknesses, recognize their mistakes, and discover what needs to change in order to improve. Without failure, growth would be slow and limited. One of the most important benefits of failure is the experience it provides. Experience gained through failure is deeper and more meaningful than advice or theory. When something goes wrong, it forces a person to reflect and ask important questions. What did I do wrong? What could I do better next time? This process of reflection builds awareness and sharpens skills. People who are willing to learn from failure gradually become more knowledgeable, capable, and prepared for future challenges. Failure also builds resilience and mental strength. Facing setbacks is never easy, but learning to stand up after falling develops courage and determination. Each time a person recovers from failure, they become stronger and more confident in their ability to handle difficulties. This resilience helps them face future obstacles without fear. Instead of giving up, they learn to adapt, adjust their strategies, and keep moving forward. Over time, failure transforms from something frightening into something manageable and even valuable. Another important lesson failure teaches is humility. Success can sometimes create overconfidence, while failure reminds a person that there is always room for improvement. It encourages openness to learning and accepting feedback from others. This mindset helps individuals grow faster because they are not trapped by pride or fear of being wrong. By accepting mistakes, a person becomes more flexible and willing to change, which is essential for long-term improvement. Learning from failure also changes the way success is viewed. When success finally comes after many failures, it feels more meaningful and earned. The struggles and setbacks give success depth and value. People who have failed and learned from it understand that progress is not a straight path, but a journey filled with challenges. This understanding creates patience and persistence. Instead of expecting instant results, they focus on continuous improvement. In this way, failure becomes not an end, but a stepping stone toward growth, wisdom, and lasting success. Adaptability is the ability to adjust thoughts, behaviors, and strategies when circumstances change. In a world that is constantly evolving, this skill is essential for personal growth and long-term success. Life rarely goes exactly as planned, and unexpected challenges often appear without warning. People who resist change tend to feel frustrated and stuck, while those who are adaptable are better able to move forward. Adaptability allows a person to remain effective and confident, even when familiar routines or plans are disrupted. One important aspect of adaptability is openness to learning. When situations change, old methods may no longer work, and new skills or knowledge may be required. Adaptable individuals are willing to learn, unlearn, and relearn as needed. Instead of seeing change as a threat, they see it as an opportunity to grow. This mindset helps them stay relevant and capable in different environments. Whether it is adjusting to new technology, new responsibilities, or new ways of thinking, learning becomes a tool for survival and improvement. Adaptability also helps people handle uncertainty and stress more effectively. Change often brings fear of the unknown, which can lead to anxiety and poor decisions. Adaptable individuals develop the ability to stay calm and focused, even when outcomes are unclear. They understand that uncertainty is a natural part of life and that flexibility is more useful than rigid control. By staying open and responsive, they reduce stress and are better prepared to deal with whatever comes next. Another key benefit of adaptability is problem solving. When obstacles appear, adaptable people do not waste time wishing things were different. Instead, they focus on finding solutions within the new reality. They adjust their strategies, explore alternatives, and use creativity to overcome challenges. This approach increases effectiveness and prevents feelings of helplessness. Over time, adaptability strengthens confidence because each successful adjustment proves that change can be managed. Adaptability also improves relationships and communication. People with this skill are better at understanding different perspectives and adjusting their behavior to fit different situations. This makes cooperation easier and reduces conflict. Being adaptable does not mean losing personal values. It means knowing how to express them in ways that fit the situation. In the long run, adaptability helps individuals grow stronger, wiser, and more capable. By accepting change instead of fighting it, they gain the freedom to move forward and improve their lives, no matter how circumstances shift. In the end, the skill that truly changes everything is the ability to grow through discipline, decisions, failure, and change. When a person learns to control their actions, choose wisely, rise after mistakes, and adapt to new situations, life stops feeling out of control. Progress no longer depends on luck or perfect conditions, but on mindset and effort. This is what separates those who stay stuck from those who move forward. Master this skill, and improvement is no longer a hope, it becomes a habit.